How's it, guys? So this is part 2 of our video on building the view counter for the view and subs counter for YouTube. It's rather an exciting build because, as I said in the previous video, I love to watch and monitor my view count. So this is a great little project for people who have their own YouTube channel. Now, if you haven't seen putting this whole part together, so in the previous episode we put all these parts together. If you have not seen that video, please click on the link above. I think it's over this shoulder, and you can have a look at that video first. That will show you exactly how to put all the electronics together. In this part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to print the case and put this all together. There's a couple of little steps that we need to do and a couple of things that we need to check. Now, I designed the case to hold everything, the WeMOS and the two two LED screens in the case, and the original design had no lettering. So if you look at this case over here, this is the original design of the case, and you'll notice that there's this white area, this blank area over here. That was for me to stick a label on where it would say subs and views, but that's not elegant, that's not pretty. So but that was the only way I could think of doing it. I did an indent on another print. It didn't look great. It gathered dirt and it just didn't look good. So I was just going to make a plan and print it like this and show you guys, but then I saw a great video by Chep. Now, if you don't know Chep, he's a enthusiast, a 3D printing enthusiast as well. He's got his own channel and he comes up with fantastic ideas. He's got all these ideas on how to, he's great at setting Cura, and he comes up with these great ideas. And one of these great ideas he came up with was a Zedhop. Now, what the Zedhop does is you print your text. So you create your text, you use Fusion 360 or Tinkercad or whatever to build your model where it will include that lettering in it as a separate component. When you remove that lettering, the indent is there. I'm going to include the Fusion 360 files for this whole model. I'll also, so you'll have to go onto my website to download that. But then I'll also upload to Thingiverse, my first item on Thingiverse. I'll upload the case to Thingiverse and you can go check it there and download it. You can print it as it is. I will give you the options of the clear white one and the one which I will show you shortly because it's actually quite exciting. So go check out Chep's video. I've put a link in the description below to his video. Go check it out and just see how he does the Zedhop. So I'm not going to go into too much details. I had a little bit of issue lining up the prints so that when they printed out, it came out proper and they bound together. But I solved this just with patience, and on my first attempt, I got a beautiful print. So now for the great reveal. So the print is completed and it comes out, and oh, I love it. I love taking it off a cold sheet of glass because it just pops off so easily. I want to do a video about this because you don't need to spray your hairsprays and all that onto your glass. I just use it clean with dishwashing liquid, which I'll explain in a future video. But now, so for the big reveal, here we go. This is what it looks like. I was absolutely amazed at how well that came out. This has got the views and the subs perfectly impregnated in there. Now, Chep's video, he did it on a build tack to get a rough surface, and that's what he wanted. I wanted a nice smooth surface, so I used my glass build plate, and that worked beautifully. And if you look here, you can see how stunning that looks. It is so flush, it is part of it. So I basically did a 2-color print here with a single color printer, which is on my Ender 3. So thank you, Chep. This is a shout out to you. Great video. I'm so excited about it, and it's going to change the way I do certain prints. So with this done, we can now put our electronics parts in here. So after our video from the previous video, I'm going to put the displays back in. But there's a problem here. If I look at this display, this one here has got short jumpers, and this one here has got long jumpers. Now, I designed this whole box to use the short jumpers. So when I bought this from DIY Electronics, they must have shipped me the one with the short ones, and some other ones that I ordered later on came with the longer pins. So if I put this into my board here, and I'll show you how to do that properly now. So I'm just going to pop that in. And then I'll pop this one in just to show you the difference. You'll see on the one here, it is flush. Okay, that is flush mounted and this one is raised. So when I put this in the case is not going to close properly because it's going to be too high up. So in order to fix that, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to trim this one here. So what I'm going to do, I'll take that one out again. I'm going to put it next to this one, right? And we'll start cutting. We'll just get the right height from this one and we'll start cutting all the pins off. So I'll do that quickly. I'm blind, so I need to take my glasses off for this. Use the flush cutters to get flush with the other side and then just trim off. Right, that's the one done. Now I'm going to do the second one. And there we go, all done. So now let's put these in. Now, in order to put them in the right way, you'll see that there are 4 dots at the bottom of the display. And if you look on the image over here, there's 4 dots. As with this one as well, there's 4 dots. So you just want to line those up so the dots go on the same side. So let's push this in. And there we have it. Now we've got some flush mounted parts here and we can start putting it together. So I've got my base here, right? And the WeMOS will slip in here nice and tight. So I've designed it so it's actually really tight. Okay, just get it so that the plug will fit nice and tight into there. So what I want to do is I want to align this so that the first board in the daisy chain goes to the top and then the second board goes just below that. Push it all the way down. Once we've got all that in, we just want to neaten up the wires so that nothing gets pinched. And let's put the other part together. Now I designed this to be a nice tight fit, so it should just clip together nicely. And there we have it. So our input is on this side, everything is nicely lined up, and we've got our subs and our views. So now, this is now completed. You don't have to glue the box because you want to be able to open it if there's any problems, but it is a very tight fit, and it should all fit together nice and neatly and cleanly with your 2 displays showing perfectly there. So that's it for part 2. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Give us a like if you liked what you saw here. Any comments, I'd love to have some comments from you guys. And just remember, if you didn't see the first version, watch the first version, and also definitely watch Chep's video from beginning to end. It's such a great piece of advice there, and I'm really excited about it. So guys, thank you for watching. Really love having you here. And so I'll do another video tomorrow, which is part 3 of this video, to put the program in so that now it can go and get the information from the Google API, process it inside our WeMOS, and display our subs and our views. So this is an exciting project. I've used my sub counter for a couple of weeks and it's worked really great. It updates every 3 minutes. You can update it every 6 minutes, every 10 minutes. And that's it for this video. I'll see you soon with the next video. Have a great day. Cheers.